All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to what's the date? The May 9th edition of the Reliable Representation Talk Show. I am so sorry. Let me get everything straight here. I'm so sorry that I'm a little tardy. I'm a little tardy to the party today. I've been doing a little bit of traveling, as you can see in the background, and had a delayed flight for 3 hours. And so I was ripping and running trying to get settled in so that I can come live and share my evening with y'all. And we have none other than our guest co-host, Mrs. Brittany Bowman, and she is over holding it down at Studio B at WMPR for us. Hold on one second. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Look, my been traveling all day. My phone battery's dying. I had to get my auxiliary charger. And let's see, we're going to go ahead and bring the studio on the line. Let's see what's going on down there at Studio B. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Reliable Representation. Hope y'all are having a great day.
At this moment. Good evening, Representative Nelson.
Good evening. How y'all doing?
We are good. How are you?
I am tired. I am worn down. Actually, I'm streaming live here from my hotel room. So got our streaming audience and our WMPR audience together. But I am tired, and I just want to say thank you so much for filling in the gap for me. So to let our listeners know that we are still here.
Yes, we are here. So tell them about your bill. I'm excited to hear about that.
Oh my goodness. All right. So House Bill 1137. This is a bill that I worked on ever since January. Everything that could go wrong went wrong with it, but the governor signed this bill into law on yesterday.
Congratulations.
Yes, and I'll tell you what this bill does. What this bill will do is it will provide opioid antagonist, which is a fancy name for Narcan, so drugs that can counteract a fentanyl or opioid overdose. And so what this is going to do is it's going to allow community organizations, hospitality industries, hotels, anybody that wants to get Narcan, they can get it and give it away to people to save lives. And so we're going to save so many lives with this new law that has been passed.
Okay, great. We're glad to hear that. So tell us a little bit about how the legislative session went. I know you told me that it was over, and so anyone that has any issues, they can definitely reach out to you or any of their legislative representatives to revisit their plans, will add on to the plans for the new year. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, this was a very, very it was a very I'm trying to think of the word to say. It was a tough session. But what I will say is we did get a lot of things done. We got a lot of movement on things such as Medicaid expansion. You know, we have a record number of funding for public education. I want to say we're putting over $200 million more gears towards public education. Out of my districts I represent, Jackson Public Schools is going to get about 18 million more. Hinds County School District is getting almost $1 million more for public education. So, you know, that's a great thing. With the PERS bill, you know, we were able to successfully defeat the bad PERS bill, which would have eliminated the PERS board. And what we did is we're leaving the PERS board intact, and we're going to give a 0.5% increase every year for 5 years until there's a total of 2.5% employer contribution. So I feel like that's a win for the people. I wish we could have given the big raise that they wanted to give, but you know, we just don't have the money right now, but we're working towards getting to where we need to be with that. But there are going to be a lot of questions around, and I definitely urge people to reach out to, you know, either me or their legislator to kind of get a little more insight about it. And I think we're happy that this session is over. It's a done deal as of right now.
Yes. So I know that you all are definitely happy about it. Tell us a little bit about the plans for education. I heard something on the news today, and so I was looking forward to you discussing that in regards to education.
All right, let's see. Tell me what you heard on the news. We're gonna do like the Oval. So tell me what you heard.
So what I heard was there was a new formula. So I'm trying to figure out what this new formula is.
Oh, most definitely. I'm so excited about this new formula. So, you know, historically, we went by the MAEP, Mississippi Adequate Education, I think program. I think that's what it stands for, but we went by the MAEP formula. With the MAEP formula, it was very outdated and it did not allow for equity all across the board. So you saw some school districts getting more than others, and the ones that needed the funds weren't getting it. So with this new formula, it's going to take several factors into account. So we're going to have a base rate that we pay per student. And on top of that base rate, we're going to give percentages based upon like poverty areas, ELL, so English language learners. And so different categories, we're going to give more funding to those schools for kids that fall in a different category. Now, if you go all the way back to the Inspire bill, which was the original bill that I voted no on 3 times, these elements were all in that Inspire bill. And I told people, I think that the Inspire bill had a good purpose, but it just had too many problems. And the good purpose and the good mindset behind it was this formula that now we have transferred over to our new formula. And so we took the Inspire formula and we're going to be implementing that. And another thing that we're going to be doing, what I hated about Inspire is that some schools with districts are going to be losing funding based upon the new formula. Some of our school districts up in the Delta. And so what we're doing now is we still are going to have school districts that are going to lose money with this new formula, but we're making a commitment to we did a cease and desist to stop them from losing their funding with this new bill. So they're not going to lose money. And that was a big concern of mine because, you can't say, well, my school getting $18 million and the schools in the Delta are losing money because, I represent, District 66, Hinds County, Jackson. But overall, we got to make sure that we're doing right by every single person in this state, because what's going on for far too long in this state is, certain areas have gotten more resources than other areas. So we got to make sure that we're doing right by all people.
Totally agree. And definitely education deserves to be fully funded by now. As I stated to them, that it's Teacher Appreciation Week, and I shouted out you and Representative Foster for what I've been seeing you all do during Teacher Appreciation Week, because those are the underserved areas, which again, as I stated, takes a lot of work to be an educator. It takes a lot of work to be a healthcare worker as well. So again, we want to commend those 2 professions, and definitely we want to thank you all as legislators, because I did not think about you all. There's not a week that's celebrated for you all, but you all work tirelessly in your communities daily to make certain that we have a better quality of life. So definitely want to shout you all out for this impressive session that you all had.
You know what? Actually, next week is going to be Legislator Appreciation Week. I'm making one up because, we done made up all these appreciation weeks for all. So it's going to be, we're going to say, it's going to be Legislative Appreciation Week. But we definitely, like I say, we love our teachers, and it's the small things that really matter. And just to see those teachers, they were so happy when we took food to them. They were just so happy. And what seems like some small to us is big to other people. Just to know that I thought enough about you to say, hey, let me give you lunch, or let me give you breakfast. And I always love this time of year. I started doing this last year when I was running for office. And I'm gonna tell you, they were looking for me this year. I didn't have to call them. They called me. You gonna bring them some food? I said, I sure am. What you want?
Yes, I know that you did. I know that you did.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, my teachers, I don't feed my teacher sandwiches. They had a full catered meal. They had chicken tetrazzini and green beans, a roll, and even had dessert, homemade punch at one school. And this morning at Timberline, I catered breakfast, and they had hash brown casserole, croissants, sausage, bacon, and orange juice. So, we want to take care of our teachers. That's the least that we can do, because the teachers are responsible for the biggest investment in our state, and those are our children. And we got to make sure that we're taking care of our kids. If we don't take care of our kids, it's not going to be a Mississippi.
You're right about that one. You are definitely right about that one. So tell us a little bit about your summer plans. I did announce to the people that we're planning on a summer season cleanup. But besides that, tell us what you have planned for your district for the summer, because I know you're going to return to your mainstream line of your profession. But besides that, what else do you have planned for the people, what they can expect out of you? Since the session is over, and I know that doesn't mean that you're going to stop working, because you work year round, 24/7. You know, last night you were out doing Jackson Water work or Hines County Public Works, or I'm not certain which entity you were working for last night.
Look, I'm the honorary Jackson Water person. And
Okay.
And so when the guys, whenever they're out there working, whenever I pull up, they already know who I am. So I just always like to go out there with those guys because they work so hard and just say, hey, look, we appreciate you. Thank you. Because these guys are away from their families. When you think about it, this is like 8:00 last night. These guys are out there away from their families, out in a deep hole full of water and mud, so that we can have water back on. So we need to tell them we appreciate them because we hear so much bad stuff. But we need to make sure we tell them, hey, thank you for that. But just like you said, my summer plans. And hello to you, Miss Mary Briley. That's one of our biggest fans, Miss Mary Briley. But my summer plans are just to really get out in the community. The first thing is going to be get out in the community just to let people know what happened this session. I think that that's important. So let people know what happened this session. We're going to start doing some education around fentanyl and Narcan and how that could be beneficial to people, because we have the law, but if people don't understand the law, then they're not going to be taking advantage of it. So we're going to do that. We got some community cleanups that we're going to be doing. And we're going to be just all over the district at everybody's event and everybody's family reunion. So you got a family reunion, please let me know, because I love to eat. And so we're just going to be everywhere. Now, I will be leaving y'all for a little while in June for a few weeks. And so I'm going to be out of the district. Are y'all going to miss me?
It's up in the air. It depends. If we can get a catered meal like teacher appreciation, we may miss you.
Well, I'm going to get y'all a catered meal. But I have actually been accepted into a leadership fellowship at Harvard University. So I will be at Harvard in June. Yes, I'm so excited. So I'll be announcing it soon. I guess I'm announcing it now on the Library Representation Show. But yeah, I'll be at Harvard for a few weeks, and I'm going to be learning a lot of stuff about public policy and different things in that arena. I think that it's, one thing about it is always good. And, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for our district and for our state. It's going to allow me to go talk to other leaders and bring something back, because I'm bringing this back to my district. I'm bringing this back to my colleagues that I work alongside and back to my community. We have to, in order to grow, you got to get uncomfortable sometimes. You got to do different things and hear different viewpoints and different perspectives. So I'm very, very excited. I don't want to be away from my family, but I'm very excited about that. Thank you, ES, for the congratulations also. But yeah, I'm excited about this. So y'all are going to be hearing more about that as well. And as you know, I'm doing a little traveling now. I'm at a conference this weekend where I'm meeting with a lot of other legislators from all across the country. And, we just want to talk about what happened in our sessions this year and what the future is. Because what a lot of people don't know is most legislation is what we call cookie cutter legislation. So things that we did in Mississippi, next year, another state will pick it up. Prime example, House Bill 1137, which we just got passed into law. Several legislators in other states have reached out to me to get the wording on it because they're wanting to do similar measures. And so it's good to hear from other people, like what's happening in your state. So I can say, how can we bring the good stuff? Let me repeat that. How do we bring the good stuff back to Mississippi? Because we bring the bad stuff too often.
Correct. Totally. So we definitely want to thank you so much, Representative Nelson, for the work that you're continuously to do in District 66, as well as Hines County and the state of Mississippi. It's heartfelt. We appreciate it. I know that you have to get ready for your next event or task tonight, or this evening, should I say. It's not nighttime yet. So again, we wanted to say thank you, Representative Nelson, again, for your outpouring of love and support that you continuously give to each of us, no matter if we live in your district or not. You're always ready to work and to serve. So again, we want to thank you. We definitely want to shout out our supervisor, District 4 Supervisor Wanda Evers, for allowing us to have this time to just come and talk to the people, let them know what's going on in the district, let them know what's going on in our city, our county, our state, and definitely for you just being traveling all over the United States and coming back to share educational advice on how we move forward in our city, again, in our county. So again, we want to thank you. We're not going to keep you on the line long because here in Mississippi, it's getting ready to rain. We're about to have bad weather. I don't know how the weather is where you are, But as we prepare for,
I wish you could see my live feed. It's beautiful and sunny in the background.
oh yeah. Well, we want to thank you again for calling in. Definitely don't want to keep you, like I said, on the line too long because I know you have to get ready for your next event. You were just calling in to remotely just to let everyone know that you are still in tech working. However, just not in our city and our district at the moment. But again, thank you so very much.
Yes, and
for calling in.
And before we go, I do have to send condolences to the Norwood family. So Senator Solly Norwood, which serves in the Mississippi Senate, his wife, Mrs. Joan Norwood, passed away today. So we just want to keep the Norwood family, in our prayers and our thoughts and in our prayers. They're a great family, and they've served their citizens for such a long time. Actually, Senator Norwood is my senator. I live in his district, and so just want to ask our family to please, keep them in your prayers and in your thoughts and your prayers, of course, and anybody else that's going through something right now with loss of loved ones. Want to just say, God heals. Just give it time. Things get better. We don't understand why they happened, but God always knows best. So just keep your head up to everybody out there.
Definitely. So again, before we wrap up, thank you so much, Representative Fabian Nelson, for calling in. We look forward to seeing you back in Mississippi, Jackson, that is, on next Thursday. So I want to thank you, and then I will end our show for today.
All right, that sounds good. Tell everybody hello. I'll see y'all soon. I appreciate you so much, Miss Brittany Bowman. I couldn't do it without you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You. All right.
You're welcome.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, goodbye. All right, everybody. Miss Mary Briley. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm excited about my trip to Harvard. And y'all will be there with me because I will still be doing everything that I'm doing. So I'll be sharing that experience with y'all. Well, hate to cut it short tonight, but I have to run. I got to go meet some other legislators that are here at this conference with me. They've been waiting on me, and so I'm supposed to be out there with them at 7 o'clock. It's actually 7:30. I'm an hour ahead right now, and so I'm supposed to be with them at 7 o'clock. So I got to go play catch up, and I'm gonna change clothes too because I'm gonna be comfortable to where we're going. Hey there, Miss Fox, how you doing? It's so good to see you. And so, y'all, that's gonna be a wrap for this evening. Y'all take care. We will see you again next week. I think, will I be next week? Same time, same place. Why am I thinking I have a conflict? Same time, same place next week. I'll see y'all next week. I'm a mind. That was this week. I'm getting confused. So I will see y'all next week. In the meanwhile, if you have any questions, concerns, anything, y'all know what to do. Feel free to reach out to me. I will do my best to answer them for you. Y'all have a great evening. And as always, thank you so much for sharing your evening with us on Thursdays on the Reliable Representation Talk Show. Have a great evening, y'all. Take care.